Whoa. Whoa, hello. What up? Cheers, YouTube. It's been a minute. Week, maybe? Weekish? Something like that. Back in the garage here. Doing a little bit of work on my motor cycle. My cycle of motors. Can you see that? No. Okay. So, this seems like a great time for me to be able to talk to you guys because got a lot of stuff to do on this bike. A lot of it's just kind of time and tedious and anyway. Cheers. Welcome to the channel. How are you guys if you don't know who I am? Too bad. Stay tuned. I told you guys I'd make this video about XRP. Well, first I made a tweet and I was like, I'll make XRP videos. And I just made a video that was pretty much just me like in the garage right here talking about my motorcycle, which we're not going to do that much this time. We're actually going to talk exclusively about XRP, the price, the lawsuit, the projection, the expectation, all the good things. So let's just get into it. Let's just do the thing. So for some of you guys, you might not know who I am. I might not be a name that you're familiar with, but I am a big XRP supporter. I'm a big OG XRP content creator. I'm from back in the day, one of the first people to make ludicrously high price predictions for XRP. And I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad at all, honestly, because I did it at the time for a reason or something. I don't know. But anyway, I was the first one to make some ludicrously high price predictions for XRP, and mainly just to get some people's attention and try to educate them about what was happening. So before we go into too much about what exactly is happening with XRP and the price right now, I want to talk to you about some really basic stuff. And I know that this might be something you don't want to hear, and it might be something you're not interested in because you're like, I'm better than this. I just want to know your opinion about XRP right now and the price and the lawsuit. We're going to get to that. Don't worry. Stay tuned. But basics. Cost, dollar, average investing. This is a really basic principle about continually buying every dip over years, over long periods of time. Now, this strategy, this investment strategy, cost, dollar, average investing, it just means you continually buy every dip and you accumulate a large amount. And then when it increases in value, you make money. You get gains to the moon. And that's really the point, right? Gains to the moon. I was on Twitter the other day and someone said like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You know, like I went all in at a specific price and I just can't wait for it to moon. I want you to have a reality to your investments. So let's say XRP is at $1.09 right now. And let's say you put your entire life savings in. Maybe it's $1,000. Maybe it's $10,000. Maybe it's $100,000. Maybe it's more. Maybe it's $1 million. Let's say you put all of that capital into XRP when it's at $1.09 and XRP goes to $2 or $3, goes to an all-time high, $4. You would have increased your life savings by 4. You would have done a 4x on your life savings, 1K to 4K, et cetera, 10K to 40, 100K to 400, 1 million to 4 million. And so the expectations sometimes for the moonshot of XRP, I think, is too high. Reality is you find projects that have utility, that are functional, that have a long shelf life, and you just keep accumulating them. That's the game. That's the way it goes. So that's important. Cost, dollar, average investing is important to understand when you think about accumulating things over time and just lowering your dollar average. And I know some of you guys have been in XRP since it was like $3 and you're like, it's $1, man. But in reality, let's say at the beginning of this year, you jumped in when it was 17 cents and it shot up to $1.80. That's easily 10x right there. So just this year, you could have 10x your life savings by timing the market. And that's really hard to do. You can't always time the market, right? So timing the market's really impossible. What you do want to do is just continually cost, dollar, average down. Now, what this does mean for specific assets like XRP that's reached a really integral point in its life, right? Because it's now been called out by the SEC and it's sitting in a lawsuit right now and everyone's kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. But this is really an interesting point, an interesting threshold for XRP to be at, because if you look at where the lawsuit's going right now, Ripple has intelligently asked the SEC to define how they appeal or don't appeal to the Howey test, and also to more clearly define Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this isn't something that can be retroactive, or it's not going to retrograde back to change the status of Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's more going to intelligently lend light on the idea of what XRP's utility is, and that it's actually not a asset or a stock that can be, regulated like a security. So when you think about it passing the Howey test or not, we can go into that in a little bit. But the reality is XRP did a really interesting thing right whenever they delisted it from the US. If you think about it, if you look, the dates of it being delisted in January, it was 17 cents. And then it shot up right away to $1.80 once it was delisted from all the US exchanges. That's really interesting, right? Because it's kind of like the expectation was priced in for XRP to win that lawsuit. And as the lawsuits dragged on, it looks like XRP's kind of reached this interesting middle point where it's not quite going to $2 because we're not completely clear of the settlement or the lawsuit, and it's not going to zero because it's not going to zero basically because it's still functional, because the potential is still there. So when you think about the asset's price, it's being priced in as this 50-50 chance that something crazy happens to it, which I don't think would happen, and it somehow goes down back to 10-15 cents because of some dramatic ruling by the SEC that would eventually end up yielding great results for XRP in the long run anyway, I think. But the reality is it's in this moment of waiting to see where it's going to go. So that it's not necessarily priced in that it's going to clear the lawsuit, and it's not priced in that it's going to fail. It's right in this middle point. And that's really an interesting and exciting place for it to be, in my mind. So let's think about market cap. I know some of the people that are jumping into crypto right now, they don't understand market cap, and that's fine. I'm not going to do a big market cap breakdown, but just understanding market cap is really important. I'll put a video in the description that has a breakdown of market cap, really silly and simple drawings I made. The important thing to think about is the trending run-up of meme coins like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin and some of these others. There's not a lot of utility there. They're hoping to build utility. They're hoping to build function, but they have attention. And then you have the opposite where it's like Solano and like Solana, whatever, ADA, all these ones that are very functional, but they've been growing in popularity slowly as they become more exposed to the broader market. And the interesting thing is kind of finding the balance of like a low cap functional coin, right? Because that's what you want. You want a low cap functional coin. And that's the important thing to think about finding. And I think that that's the beauty of XRP, is it's still such a low market cap for how high functionality it is, for how much utility it offers. It's such a low market cap for how much utility it has to offer. And that's really exciting to think about. So instead of getting your panties in a wad and thinking like, well, why didn't Kung Fu Nerd say XRP to 20K? Let's just think about this. Where the current market caps are right now, XRP's market cap is like 50 billion at $1. And Ethereum's market cap is 500 billion at $4,000, right? And Bitcoin's market cap is 1.2 trillion at $65,000. So let's just do this really quickly, where XRP goes up times 10, right? It goes to $10. It's $500 billion market cap. Perfect. It's replaced Ethereum, right? Boom. So let's say it goes times 3 from there to $1.5 trillion market cap. It becomes the #1 rated cryptocurrency in the broader market. It flips Bitcoin. It has $1.5 trillion in it. XRP would still be about $30. So my high price prediction of $20,000, as fun as it was back in the day, and even though I made it and I'm the one that I think I get to make all the clear, accurate decisions about who gets to make these accurate, non-accurate, ridiculous price predictions now, that's me. I'm in charge of this. And I'm telling you, lifetime expectations of the asset, lifetime expectations, we could see like $300, $300 for XRP in its lifetime. It could go to 300 because that'd be about a $15 trillion market cap. And the reason that's possible is because it's not a specific single asset. It's not limited to being a single thing like a stock. Like Apple's a $1 trillion stock right now. So Apple's worth more than the entire crypto market. So when the crypto market actually starts to be valued, and so what that basically means is the crypto market's super undervalued, right? It's the entire crypto market is the value of the one stock, the most valuable stock on the US stock exchange. That's interesting to think about. It means that there's a huge amount of money that can flood into all the crypto space, and there's still trillions of dollars that can flood into that, and it's going to go to the projects that offer functionality and utility. It goes back to the old analogy of the people who made money during the California gold rush were the people who sold shovels, the people who sold the shovels. So XRP is a really great shovel shop. It's a really great shovel pop-up, and it's going to give everyone the ability to get their shovel and go and spend their crypto and send it or whatever. There's a lot of other things that are happening with the XRP asset right now, as far as like the Federal Reserve building central bank digital currencies. This is something we've talked about for years in my streams, and we've gone over it multiple times about how these isolated lagooned digital assets don't have the interoperability and the functionality to be bridged across multiple lagooned markets. And so the functionality is there for the interoperability of a very safe and secure and efficient asset. Now, we're not necessarily just like guaranteeing XRP, check all the boxes, claim. And we're not just like guaranteeing XRP is going to check all the boxes and go straight to $300. My $300 price prediction is really, really, really high based off where it is right now. If you think about market fundamentals, just keep accumulating it at $1. When it goes to $5, be happy you made 5x. If you have the money to throw $1,000 in, it becomes 5,000, or 10,000 becomes 50,000. Keep it, hold it, reinvest it, do something smart with it. That's how you grow your capital. That's how you become rich. So you want to become a crypto millionaire, you want to become an XRP millionaire, you need to start thinking about how high can the price go in the short period of time that I can keep accumulating it, and how much cash can I convert to this crypto so I can accumulate more value. Because in reality, investing is a hedge against loss of value, right? So the cash you hold in your pocket, in 10 years, it's worth 20% less than it is now, maybe even more, 30% less. So the reality is cash devaluates over time. And you might be thinking like, well, I want to look for one of the crypto projects like SHIB or whatever that just did a 10x, 100x, and those are out there. The potential is out there. Throw your money in some crap and see what happens. But try to find something that's actually functional so you can actually just keep accumulating it over time instead of looking for something you can just jump in on a pump and get out of because it's a trash coin. Unless they decide to start doing something fantabulous with all the money they've accumulated, it's probably just going to go back down. Or not. I mean, Doge is a weird fluke of just a meme that just kept memeing so hard, it just kept going. So the potential is there to throw your money in something random and get lucky, but you also want to be intelligent and continually allocate cash to something that has utility and functionality and is going to benefit you to hold over time. XRP is really, really volatile in this current space that it's at, so it might not be worth your time to consider it as a worthy investment right now, especially if you're in the US and it's not a regulated asset and you don't know how to get it in international exchanges. You might want to look for it to be cleared from the security controversy. And you might want to start thinking about what it would look like for it to reach $2, $3 and enter a breakout, and maybe pay attention to it. If you want to have less risk, you could allocate some cash to it now and then continually invest in it as it breaks out from its low right now. But it could crash, could have a bad outcome from the settlement, which I think would again only yield it having positive news in the long run. And it would again probably run easily up to a new all-time high no matter what the news is. So sure, buy at $1, it goes to 17 cents, keep buying it. And in reality, when it goes from $1 to 17 cents and you keep buying it and you keep converting all your cash into anything that you deem a worthy investment, I'm not a financial advisor, by the way. This is not financial advice. But then you just keep allocating cash to it. And when it goes from $1 to 17 cents up to $4 for the first time, you've made money. You are making money. And that's the point. That's the point of it, right? That's the point of it. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe the point of it's not to make money. The point of it's to have fun and enjoy yourself and make friends and all those things. So that's it. My monitor just died, so I can't see anything. I think the camera's still on. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is where I am. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope you do something nice for yourself. Remember the basics. Cost dollar average investing. Keep converting cash to assets that will go up. Keep converting cash to assets that have a long shelf life and that have high functionality and utility. You know, Bitcoin has done such a great job this year, crushing up. So has Ethereum. A couple other assets that people have been skeptical of for years have been crushing it up. So XRP could be entering a potential bull run if it clears this settlement. But $6, $5. I know you guys don't want to like think, ooh, that's crazy, but that's crazy. That'd be crazy. If you bought a bunch of them at $1, if you bought 100,000 of them right now and it goes to $6, you made $500,000. Plain. There's an airport like right over there. So that's all we're gonna do. I wanted to do this video and I wanted to do a breakdown. I put some articles in the description. There's an article that talks about cost dollar average investing. There's an article that talks about the SEC and Ripple, where they're at right now, and whether the Howey test is gonna be applied or not. And if you need to go look up the Howey test and do that research, that's something you can do too. I am going to make another video soon about SHIB because I'm kind of curious just what you guys know about it. I'm learning a little bit about it. I have, as always, so much appreciation for you and for everything you guys do. Really can't say how much it means to me just to have this. This is great. I'm glad to be back. I appreciate you guys. So thanks a bunch. Don't forget to click subscribe. Send me some XRP. Buy me a beer if you like. And I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers. Have a great night.
Brought to you by your team.